Welcome back to episode 15 of the BloodPack, you beautiful people. Starting this episode off, we have just got a quest, which is the Scourge Pods. So the Shaman of the White Hands is making a request. A Mechanoid swarm has been attacking his settlements. He wants you to signal the mechs to distract them while he clears the hive. If you do, a Mechanoid cluster will land at not a real place. The mod contains these dangers. One defoliator we can deal with. One countdown activator makes sense. One unstable power cell, probably could use that. 2 gloom lights, nobody cares. 1 low shield, that might make it a little bit more challenging to take down. 2 mech drop beacons, which is fine. 7 mech assemblers, 2 mech capsules, and then a bunch of defensive turrets. Now the cool thing about this is we can happily go in, aggro the mechs, take out what mechs are left, then the assemblers kick in, and then they're just going to carry on attacking us. When they attack us, we can break down all those mechanoids. So we're going to get a whole bunch of plasteel and good stuff from them, so we're happy about that. As for payment, I think we go for the Silek Neuroformer. We'll sell that. 15 Proficient Fragments, not really that great, but marine armor is always a good thing, so we'll accept that, and away they come. Oh, and we got some vultures. Oh, you guys got any perks on you at all, so we can operate? Tough's good, we like tough. Composed, yeah, it's not a bad one. Chemical interest, coordinated, that might be something, yeah. Shooting accuracy +2. Okay, that is something we're going to need to bang onto a Krogan. None of that's any good. Fast walker, brawler, no. Physically deaf, sluggish, fragile. Right, okay, what I need you guys to do for me is come this way and stand over here so you can die for when the mods for when the mechs arrive. And where are you arriving? Cool, yeah, you guys, I need you to go over here and try to aggro some turrets. As for what they're actually going to be able to take out, I don't think they're going to be able to get too much, so let's all just YOLO onto this, I guess. And if they start shooting, they might hit this and it might explode. If that explodes, yeah, cool. And that will just take out some stuff in this area. Good vulture. It's so expendable, it's untrue. As for anything else worth taking out, I guess it would have to be this. Just because we don't want it shooting and catching the Mechanoid components on fire. So that's 4 components. That will get us a little bit more stuff set up. And run from fire is running into a firefight. There's enough, mate. So we've got 5 assemblers. What they're going to be producing: a Lancer, Cypher, Lancer, and a Lancer. Really light kit, actually. Nothing actually crazy there. I think we just go form up and go and take them out. Only issue is if these guys aggro down, we haven't triggered the infested ship chunks or the infested crash ship module, and this is where we're forming up. And one of them's landed inside the base. Would just be a little bit annoying if it gets triggered and goes off and then spawns a bunch of bugs everywhere. But I think so long as we don't lose those components, I don't really mind what gets destroyed around here. It's raining, so it's not going to spread too much. Get one together, then we go in and wipe them out. Seeing as we don't want to waste the vulture too much, we will let them try to run away. Yeah, you guys didn't do very well. That is the good thing about vulture. They are virtually impossible to kill. Unless you can shoot them outright, they will just get back up and carry on firing. You guys go that way. We're going to take you guys. You're going to come through this part. You are going to go into there. And you're going to go up here. Chinook, come this way. Everything onto that. Cool. Yeah, nice, easy, clear. Take this out, take those out. Yeah, nice and simple. And do we have a line of fire on this? Yep, cool, that should trigger everything there. Do you guys want to shoot these turrets at all, seeing as they are shooting you? And you guys go down, you guys go up, you guys move across. Is it going to trigger this one? Yes. Awesome. One thing I am noticing is when things explode, their shockwaves aren't the size that they say they are. So that one was 1 shockwave bigger. And then when we use, say, if we get Grugon, and we use his incinerate, the incinerate is only in like the first couple squares. It doesn't go all the way out. Not that it makes a massive difference, it really doesn't, but just something to keep in mind. If you start using some of this stuff, it turns out the templates are a little bit off. Mechs wiped out, and 12 regular components and 18 Mechanoid components, which is cool. That means we should be able to get most of this factory up and going. We stopped producing them in there, and who is it? It is Board, I believe. Where are you hiding, buddy? We need to take you off building. We need to take Board off building. Reason for that is because he has failed just about every single Mechanoid factory part that he's tried to make, which isn't good. They are super expensive. It's not that the parts are particularly expensive, it's just obviously to get hold of them you have to kill Mechanoids, and when you find a lot of Mechanoids, yeah, that's cool, but we haven't fought too many Mechanoids in a little while, so obviously we don't want them going to waste. So when Zil makes them, there is no problem. And how are we looking on Crank? Yes, he's got 105 consciousness now, so he should pull that off and that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, cool. So I think we might have to go kill Board off, unfortunately. Reason for that is we got quite a lot of Vulture, and we're going to start producing the Mark IIs, and I think with a little bit of tinkering we can take them up to Mark IIIs. I have a plan on how to make Mark III Vulture. So as for Board's stuff, he's got an exoskeleton suit, which is cool, bionic arms, bionic spine. Strip all of that off him, kill him once the next set of clones are ready. And then so Board will be down, so we don't need to worry about that. Then we'll have three new, well, we'll be 4 Vulture coming in, but we'll be adding 3. We've got a couple of names to add in, and then we also got a couple of upgrades to make. I was asked which mod this is from. This is from Vanilla Mechanoids Expanded. And this is one of the things they put in. It's a whole factory setup. If you do the factories properly, and you can understand how the factories work, which I'm a little bit simple like that, is you can connect them together. So you make like whole massive production lines. So you have a bunch of them connected up, and then you could be like kicking out advanced components or artillery shells, all of that fun stuff. Which is super useful, works really well. But all I am using them for is to get granite chunks and to make steel. Whereas you can make virtually anything. You can make weapons, you can make armor, you can make all the different parts that you need if you put it together. Now, when you produce the parts, they're only going to come out as normal quality, but it does mean you can mass produce a lot of kit to sell off. It was pointed out in the comments, and there's a very good point out as well, that this area is really quite important to us. Well, makes sense, that is what this whole playthrough is based around. So why don't we just put this place with its own power supply? If we can get this place set, has its own power supply, we disconnect it from the main grid. So if anything goes wrong, this place is always going to be powered. And for that, what we can use is we can use the Mechanoid power cells. So we'll just say put 2 of them in, so 1 each side for the moment. Now these things take 2,200 power, so those 2 Mechanoid power cells by themselves are going to be able to run all of the sleeve incubators and the sonic infestation repeller. Yeah, they'll just have enough power to be able to run all of the sleeve incubators and the sonic infestation repeller. Only thing they won't have enough power for is for the wall lights and the auto doors, which is fine. All that means is we need a 3rd power cell, which we can get fairly easy. And also by having the power on here, that is going to take 10,000 away from the power supply demands of our power cells over here. So this means our base is going to run more efficiently because 10,000 watts is to get drawn out to this location. And if anything happens here, because we built something, say, these will never be in a situation where they're going to get depowered. And I think that is going to be the design here. We will need to set up some vents because these power cells get crazy hot, which obviously we don't want getting too hot into this room and then causing problems for the sleeves. But because we have the different doors, it is going to count as separate rooms, so the heat transfer is going to be diminished somewhat. And then we take this area and then we obviously fortify it. So with all those power cells, with all the turrets, this area is going to be completely self-sufficient from the rest of the base in case anything goes wrong. But what we do have is a bunch of the medieval tribals coming in again. So they're going to be delivering us a whole bunch of chem fuel and steel, which is obviously good for us. And now let's get to our defensive positions and start killing them off. Looks like their plan of attack is to go through the granite heavy wall embrasures, which is fine because we have a plan. We come through the top, we shoot out this rock here, and then we just run in and stand on the embrasure and shoot them in the face until they die. And if we keep a second group, you guys come this way. This will be enough here to get through and then take that out. Crank, you need to be on hold fire, buddy, for this. Then everyone else shoot through here. Wow. So much for hold fire, Crank. Okay. Yeah, that should be everyone in there. Then once we've caused a bunch of damage, these guys come around this way. That means that we can't get flanked. And ideally means none of them can run away either, which is going to be super good for us. Caught between a rock and a hard place, I believe is the phrase. Could you imagine showing up with like bows and arrows and then just fighting a bunch of Vulture in like power armor and Krogans? Yeah, that would suck so bad. Bad day to be you. Also, hydroponics are done, and we're going to start moving across to those so we can move everything yet again into the base, because having it out here is a lot of travel time and also needs defending. Whereas if we can start bringing the base back and back and back and back, so then it's all here, then we won't have to worry about any of that stuff, which will be cool. Less travel times means more efficiency, less things to defend means less things are going to get taken out. And I think we start with the first hydroponics in this section. And then we can also extend across here, and then we just put some more doors in just in case anything goes wrong. This, on the other hand, is quite good for us. Psychic ship has come in with, what, like 6 centipedes and a couple lancers. So 3 lancers and 2 pikemen. We like this. We like this a lot. So fighting that out in the open isn't going to be the most fun. But what we do have is kind of our mortar setup. So we're going to extract the shells, and then what we want is we're going to go here, and everything's going to be high explosive for the moment. With the high explosive set, we should just be able to man the 4 mortars. We do want 6, but 4 for the moment. And then shell that psychic ship to oblivion. They get angry because that's destroyed. They come and attack us. We kill them in the kill zone real easy. And yeah, liking the sound of that, then we can just go in and loot all the parts. Because fighting them out in the open is not going to be good for our Vulture life expectancy. And we don't want to start getting scars on people, and especially not on the new sleeves, because they're going to take a while to fix. As for down here, we have got the hydroponics going. We're running super low on steel. Again, we always are, but we are managing. This is where the first slot's going to be. What we'll do is we'll build a couple of the drill bots, if we can find them. Factory. Okay, yeah, auto miners. We'll get a few of them. Take off the roof, because it's under mining. Ban all of our Vulture from mining, so if there's any roof collapses or anything, our guys don't die. Which to me makes sense, and until that point we are researching the spacer electronics, which means we can get the 24-hour sun lamp. Now that being said, if we get 24-hour sun lamp, we don't actually need to take away the roof, because it'll be 24 hours. We'd actually have a better growing cycle. And then on top of that, all we need to do is put in a sprinkler system, which I think increases growth rate by 150%. So hydroponics is like 200% growth rate, then you got the 150%, so that's 350. Then you're going to be growing for an extra, like, say, 12 hours a day. So we're going to be growing at nearly 700%, which means we'll be getting harvest for rice like every 6 hours or 12. Like, yeah, like every 8 hours. It's going to be pretty sweet, basically. We're going to have all of the rice. As soon as people like to buy rice, we can sell lots of it. I think we go ahead with taking out the Mechanoids now. So, Grugon, you're quick. You can man this one. What was that? Grugon found no nearby unreserved mortar shells. As a temporary fix, We're going to drop that there. Let's get Grugon on building. We're going to move all of the shells onto this. So it's going to be a wooden pallet with wrapping. So the stuff shouldn't deteriorate from being outside. And then start shelling away. We can't use incendiary shells because they will do nothing against this. It's only a low psychic drain at the moment. It does affect males. So the sooner we can get out of the way with, the better that's going to be for us. The medieval tribals are coming back in. So I think that this is as good a time as any to start shelling. We we did abort the shelling process because we didn't have the shells nearby. I thought I'd save you guys having to watch all of that. But seeing as these guys are now going to be fighting, let's get onto it. So we're going to have Grugon and Urgnot on that. They're in good kit. Then we'll have Zil coming in because I've been butchering that name. So let's make it a little bit simpler. And then Mickey Mark II, you're on here as well. Then we go force target. Apparently not. We'll just shell away. Everyone in? Yeah! Where are you guys going? Close, but no cigar. Let's... Okay, now we can. Okay, all of the mortars onto this. All we need to do is just clip the mechanoids. Still trying to tunnel through this section, but thankfully that is going to be a little ways away. And I think we're now out of shells. Yeah. Okay, no, we got 2 shells left. Well, that was a bit of a waste of time. I was expecting like some big explosions, a bunch of stuff going off, but no, that hasn't happened. Unless either of these get the clutch shot, but I doubt that's going to happen. Yeah, buddy. Well, those mechanoids are going to come in behind. Oh no, trouble's already through the doors. Right. I was getting way too distracted by the mortars. They're a lot of fun. And I've got a new design for this, which I think is actually going to look insane. They can run off that way. The mechs still aren't doing too much. We haven't caused much damage there. And then the tribals are still wanting to come through this bit. So I think what we need to do, because I'm thinking ahead here, we go like this, and then we go like that. Extend this up to here, across like that. That means we don't need that, so we can reinstall this here. Mine this section out, and just pack it full of turrets. Just to discourage people from going through. Can we buy turrets? Yes. Can we build them though? No. So we can get them from like a trader. That will be fine. And do we want to push out just yet? Okay, let's go take the mechanoids before the tribals can come through, so we're not fighting on 2 fronts. If we try just to run through, pretty good chance we'll make it. I think we got a better chance of making it than not, but then the other side is, well, we don't want the mechs coming in behind us and then the tribals being in front of us, or then the mechs coming through and start mashing up the base. So far, it looks like they're mainly heavy charge blaster peds. There's one Inferno ped that I can see, but yeah, let's just keep moving, we'll be fine. They are somewhat split out. I reckon we could take 4 fairly happily. Our guys are in decent enough armour. Not the best armour, but decent. We've got some good kit, so we go for it. Keep moving in. Grugon, we're going to need you to get a clutch overload off. Get that right into the middle. Stun them, that's cool. They don't stand much of a chance. Centipedes are just going to tank. Do some crowd control. You guys now move up here, so now we've got the angle. You guys come this way. You stay in front, keep shooting down. You guys are going to have to push through, take this bit. Then you guys move along here. We pull Patrick back, Jovin back, Crank back, and then everyone else starts pushing in. Yeah, cool, we've got a good angle. Mickey, you move back. We need Grugon again. Grugon, overload into there, that should knock them down. And we just keep firing. Bugs have woken up. Right, Mechanoid's one way, Tribals the other, Bugs another. Yeah, this is more like it. This is an actual shootout. There's some risk here, whereas a lot of the time it's just us being able to absolutely spank everything. So I'm liking this. I like it when things go wrong. Tribals, are you through there? No, how far off are you? A decent ways away. Keep shooting, keep moving, and we're fine. You guys, because we're going to need to move quick, I need you up here. You guys can still hold the line, so move this way. Take here. Shoot and shoot. Take those two out. You move down so if there's any more little bugs. What have we got here? Some bugs pushing in. What about... Oh, they're killing the donkeys. That's not okay. Cool, you guys are going to need to move to this angle. How are we looking up here? How far off is it? Fine. Move back. The other guys will come in. Come along here. Take that angle. And then we got them sandwiched. Move. Come in. Keep moving. We have got ourselves like pinned in, which is fine. How much damage are the bugs actually doing? Other than the donkeys, not a massive amount. Can we live without the donkeys? Yes, because we just got the skips. So we can send like 1 or 2 people out at a time now. They can't carry much, but it will be enough. Push in. See if we can save any of the animals. And what do we get over here? 2 advanced components. Some normal components. And 15 preview tech. Fine. Right. They haven't been able to take out any solar panels yet. Even though they love to do that. That's kind of their thing. Tribals, how are you doing up here? They are just free. Okay. You guys, you're up here. You guys come across. Okay, I think we made the base safe. You guys go off, save the donkeys. Those guys are all going to die anyway, so we're not too worried. You guys can even come off draft at the moment. Right, well, I'll tell you what, I quite enjoyed that. That was a decent little scrap. We're powerful, but we're not too powerful. And to be fair, if we had any common sense, we would have just stayed in the kill zone instead of running out. But details is about having fun. I think, I don't know, I just like shooting stuff really. So far we've only lost 1 donkey, the rest of them have been tended up. Well, being tended up. We'll see 12 hours on that. Life-threatening blood loss, bleeding out in 9 seconds. Okay, we're going to lose 2 donkeys. And this one's being healed there. That's fine. Once we get the skips, the donkeys don't really matter. So to rebuild one of these auto haulers, it requires 1 mechanoid component, fine, 1 advanced component, that's fine, and it looked about 20 steel. I didn't quite get the number before we started building. Now, when we break them down on the Promethean bench, we get 2 advanced components and 2 mechanoid components, Promethean fragments, and plasteel, and some steel. So where I've been going on being like, why are you destroying my hauler bots? They're expensive. I think now it might actually be in our interest to get the hauler bots destroyed, but not destroyed so we don't lose the carcass. Because when we break them down, we actually get more for it than what they cost. So yeah, to build 45, 20, 1 mechanoid component and 1 advanced component. But when they get destroyed, we get 2 mechanoid components and 2 advanced components. That's quite good. I like that. I like that a lot, in fact. And when they're recharging, it's 1,400, well, 1,800 on the power draw. Whilst they're idle, it's only 200, which is fine for us. We're just going to need more mechanoid power cells. Complex electronics has now just been researched, so with this, I think we let our Vorch have a little bit more recreation. So we're going to put in a bunch of radios in the most travelled spots, so it's going to hit the most things, and we're also going to put it in the production labs. Hopefully this gets us a few more inspirations. We have a flat screen TV coming in, we have a marble poker table, and then also a marble billiards table going in, and a steel modern PC. You know, we don't want to go too flash, but I think the Vorch are going to have it pretty good. Then off the back of that, we have terraforming mech hive X-ray. Dun dun dun! I don't think they're going to be too... there is a lot of them. Okay, so when that came in and I saw that amount and I was like, oh, there is a lot of them. I thought that that was all going to be ciphers. It's not. 15 centipedes. 15 advanced inquisitors. 6 advanced knights. And 2 advanced lancers. Oh, how many pikemen? 2 pikemen. Well, this is going to be the biggest fight we've taken We will get a lot from it if we hold. Only issue is these Inquisitors are going to explode, which is going to basically destroy all the other corpses. Normally, not a massive problem. But with what the corpses now yield, we kind of want that. And off the back of this, we now need to go Mechanoid hunting. Otherwise, we are going to get overrun. Simple as that. I think we can hold. Yeah, those doors are all repaired there. This is all blocked off. We're going to be okay. It's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. But I would say we're going to be okay. Right, everyone. Defensive positions. Anyone not got a good gun? No, everyone is equipped. Right. Let's see how the cards fall. Okay, we have a plan. It's not much of a plan, but it is somewhat of a plan. We wait until all of these guys start moving around, getting into the kill box, because they're going to be super quick. We take those out. They are not going to be an issue. We can take them down. They might slot a couple of our guys, but we should survive. Then we get... he doesn't have tactical cloak. We need to get Joven, because he's going to be upgraded, so even if he dies, it's not a massive issue, because he's going to come back bigger and better. He's going to die for the Mechanoids, or for the Vulture, or however you want to do it. And he's going to have to try and slot an Advanced Inquisitor to the point where it dies, then hopefully chain reacts, and takes the other Advanced Inquisitors out. And then that is going to knock a whole bunch of the hit points of the Advanced Centipedes. It will take the Pikemen out, but truthfully, out of everything that the Mechanoids can chuck at you, just Pikemen are just a waste of a drop pod. They are utterly useless. They're needle guns. By the time you have any armor, or if you use just normal power armor, they basically cannot penetrate it. Lancers, on the other hand, a little bit more dangerous. Knights can be extremely dangerous as well. Ciphers, yeah, Ciphers are what Ciphers are. Okay, so we got 2 Inquisitors coming down this way, and then we got the group of, say, like, what's that, like 5 of them up there. If we can take 2 of them, that is enough to chain react. Grugon, you're brave, Okia, Fortak, and Joven. Oh, cool, the Asari Union's coming in. They aren't going to make it in time. But if it all goes completely wrong, at least we know that we shouldn't get completely wiped. We move up here, if we can, and just try to slot a couple of these Inquisitors. If we can get it right, we're going to need to stay low, stay to the walls, dead screen in, and maybe pick these ones at the back off. If we get those, we should be fine. Okay, and we've also got Adrenaline Rush on 2 of our guys. They're coming through the kill zone now. This stuff's fine, we can deal with that. Okay. An Inferno Pede at the back, that might be a bit of an issue. Who's got Adrenaline Rush? Okay, that's what we're aiming for. Aiming for the Inquisitors. How much health does that thing have left? Not much. But yeah, if we can just split their numbers a little bit, we're going to be in a far better situation. Ikea! I'm pretty sure I did tell you to move back, but you know, you do you, bro. Keep moving. Any chance that we can get this off? All we need to do is just take that 1 Inquisitor out. Cool. That wasn't as great as I thought it was going to be. 1 damage? All of that for 1 damage. Okay. I reckon we just go back to defensive positions. The Asari are now coming out. We've held these guys up long enough that the Asari are going to aggro onto them. So that's cool. At least the Asari are going to be able to do something for us. And then, unfortunately, when those Asari die, we're going to have to butcher them, turn them into leather. I tell you what, no, that's going to be super twisted, but I wonder how much an Asari jacket sells for. Like a duster or something. Because I bet that sells for a lot. Satchel charges, if she can get those off, they're going to cause a crazy amount to these centipedes. Oh cool, and they can run and gun. That's not scary. Centipedes that can run and gun. Ooh. Is there anywhere where we'd have an angle on that? If we can slot those, that should be all of them out. And then there's a couple in the back. Cool. That's more like it. I think we'd have to go here. They will come in and flame. That is a guarantee. You guys, you're up again. Let's make something happen. Ah, the sorries are just getting done. Well, I say that, but they're doing okay. That's 1 centipede down. And 2 more about to fall. They come around the corner, everything into them. We do have an overload, so we can stop the first couple before they get too close. Done. Everything onto this one. Okay, that didn't go quite as well. Maybe we need to hit a couple more. Okay, they're not shooting properly. And they're not going up in the way that I thought they would. How about this one? Getting a bit more dangerous now. Okay. I think we've done as much there as we can without getting ourselves into too much trouble. And yeah, stayed like 10 seconds. Not 10 seconds, but a couple seconds too long. We keep moving around. Keep moving. Move, move, move. Jove in, buddy. I know you want to get upgraded, but I need you to move. Come on. Move back. Okay, A1 into their defensive positions. And Grugon, I'm going to need you to move forward. You've got a tree in front of you. You should be fine for a little bit. So, what stopped the Mechanoids? Oh, yeah, I just hid behind a tree. That was fine. Jovin, buddy. Move this way. It's not that difficult. Oh, he's just being chain 5, but... What armor does he have? Oh, he's also got N7 kit. Had N7 kit. That's all about to break. Annoying. Okay, it's kind of right now I want that model where you can tell people to go down. We might get something from this. No, not really. Everything onto this guy. We can't risk letting up the firepower. Jovin will be fine there for a bit. His armor's not going to break. No, his armor's going to be fine, which means we can recover it. We keep going. Grugon, do you have another overload yet? No. Okay, we just keep firing, keep hoping. Bang another overload in. Cool. You guys onto the Inquisitors. Basically, the reason we want the Inquisitors taken out is they explode and they can destroy the other bodies. And now we want those. And also where the Mechanoids are upgraded, they can now use cover. So, they are all just bunching up. Which in some ways is making it easier, because yeah, they're covered from this side, but they are real open to like the flanking top. So they won't count as having any cover there. Hopper's taking a couple hits. Do you know what? This is going okay. And what happened to all the Asari? I guess most of their bodies must have burnt. But they took down that group of mechs, so we are fine with that. 24 on that. 164. Jovin's not on fire. The anti-material rifle is though, and that's good quality. So that's quite expensive. It's not that they're that expensive to buy. It's just they're kind of hard to come across because they're quite rare. And obviously, we can't replace them. Yeah, yeah, this went all right. Lost the anti-material rifle. Nobody's dead yet. Jovin, you got 22 hours. And I think what we do is we do just extend down here now. So whilst we're on that, before I forget, heavy granite walls. Come across here and down. Cool. So at least we know that we need to do this area, then we'll mine all of that out. And last centipede. I do like having this bit here that can shoot down. Other than those guys can't shoot in. Alright, we're done. Cool, 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 cool. We lost one rifle, but I'll call that a victory. I think that is a good place to wrap up the episode, so thank you very much for watching episode 15 of the BloodPack. I've been Konzi, you know what you need to do for the algorithm, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.